what is the best way to socialise your puppy and how should you go about it? In this video, I'm going to give you some of my top tips that are really important to know before you start tackling that puppy socialisation. What is puppy socialisation and what's the best way to go about socialising your puppy? In this video, I'm going to give you my top tips for starting to tackle puppy socialisation. It's something I've developed from working with lots of clients with puppies as a one-to-one puppy trainer, and I see lots of common mistakes but also lots of questions that I get off clients, so I'm hoping to answer those in this video. So my first tip is know what socialisation is. It's a bit misleading really, the title. It's not really about socialising as in encouraging our puppies to be sociable with everybody. Yes, it's great if they can mix with other people and other puppies and feel confident around strangers, but socialisation is actually about getting our puppy used to different environments, different settings, different people, different sights and smells, so that when they then come across those things as adults, they feel confident and don't feel worried by those things. So it's actually about exposing them to different scenarios and different things in life. What we're essentially looking to do is to help our puppies get by in a human world, and that can include things in the home like the kettle, the vacuum, the sound of the TV, and then when you go outside it can be things that they come across every day like the sound of a road maybe, or children in a nearby playground, but also things that they don't see every day like maybe cattle, or the sound of a bin lorry, or the sound of a busy supermarket, and things like that are really important as well, because again it's all going into that bank in their mind, so they're remembering things and they'll draw on those memories next time they encounter that or something similar. So my second tip for socialising is don't fall into the trap of feeling like your puppy has to mix and socialise with everybody. In fact, I would strongly advise against it. So your puppy needs to learn that not everybody wants to say hello. What you don't want is a dog that wants to go forward to people when they're on walks or when visitors come round, and they leap forward expecting to get that really cheerful greeting, and that perhaps that person or that dog doesn't want to say hello. What we want is for them also to be able to walk past a dog or a person and not feel like they've got to say hi. So a common mistake I see is people take their puppies to busy areas like cafes or the school gates, maybe on the school run, or maybe a playground or a park, and they allow everybody to come over and say hi to their puppy, and that's really encouraging the puppy to believe that everybody wants to come and say hello, and they're going to sort of seek that from them, and that is if they enjoy that experience. Not all puppies do actually enjoy everybody coming to say hi, or there may be a limit, so they might enjoy it for a moment but then not for too long. So it's okay to keep these visits and these interactions short and then move on and go on to somewhere else. So my next tip for good socialisation is not just to think about what your puppy's doing and where they are, but what you're doing as well. So when you're introducing your puppy to new environments, when you're visiting places, have a think about how you're behaving. Are you interacting with them? Are you rewarding them for being calm or being disconnected from something? For example, if they look over at another dog and they look away, are you rewarding that behaviour? Are you being present with them, or are you on your phone while you're walking your puppy around the park and trying to introduce them to perhaps the sounds and smells of children playing in a playground? Or are you sitting calmly with them? And that's something it's really, really important. I see a lot with clients that they focus a lot on what the puppy is doing in different situations, but it's actually really important as well to think about what your role is in the socialisation experience and what you can do to help your puppy. Now, my final tip isn't just about socialisation, it's about general communication with your puppy and your dog, and that's about really understanding their body language. Now, I'll be doing another video on this soon, so I'll pop the link in the description when that's done, because it's so important that you can understand the body language signals that your puppy or your older dog is showing you. So with your puppy, understand their body language and take note of it, and most importantly, respond to it, because that will show your puppy that you understand understand how they're feeling, and you're not going to put them in situations where they don't feel comfortable. And that's really, really important for building your trust in each other, because dogs that don't feel like their owners can be trusted, or that perhaps feel insecure with them, they can then be the ones that show problem behaviour because they're feeling like they have to handle a situation themselves. So to give you an example with a puppy, say for example you are in a pub with your puppy, and people are coming over to say hi. You then notice that your puppy is perhaps backing away, they're moving their head away, they're maybe yawning or licking their lips. Then that might be a sign that puppy is feeling a little bit overwhelmed and they've had enough of people coming to say hi. So it's okay to be their guardian in that situation. Say, it's okay, my puppy can't say hi now, we're just training and he's just going to have a little sleep now. And that is absolutely fine. So if you want to know more, I do a one-to-one course. It's an hour-and-a-half online video call with me, and we will go through everything, either to prepare you for a new puppy or to take you through any help and advice and support you need for a puppy that's just recently arrived into your home. So we'll go through things like toilet training, crate training or den training, how to create a good routine with your puppy, tackling any problem behaviour that's occurring, how to deal with biting and jumping up, absolutely everything. And we'll also look at things that are personal to your situation. So perhaps you've got children in the home that you want to help puppy integrate with, maybe you want some ideas for games to do with them, that kind of thing. We'll go through everything. So I'll pop the link in the description for that, and thanks for watching.